Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are Two Paper Girls.
We're back today with our March TBR. Like Amy said in our February wrap-up, we don't actually have too many uni reading books left. Well, I have quite a few, but they're all really quick. And so March is like the home stretch to months and months of like infinite YA reading. I'm so excited.
I have 3 uni books that I want to show you, but one of them is The Hunger Games. So, spoilers, it's going to be great.
So I'm just going to tell you about some of the books I have to read for my Shakespeare and his contemporaries on the stage module, which is just looking at lots of plays from Shakespeare and his friends and how they're performed and things like that. I should have read quite a few of these last month, but they're all really short and now I'm in a much more reading mood, so I'm hopefully going to whiz through them. The first one is The Night of the Burning Pestle by Frances Beaumont. I've started this and I was really enjoying it, and then suddenly I was like, I don't have a clue what's going on because it's really hard to follow. It's like a play within a play within a play, which is just a bit hard to follow, but it's really tiny. I've read about a fifth of it, so I just want to whiz through this and finish it pretty soon. And the next play I should have read by now is The Shoemakers Holiday by Thomas Dekker. I actually saw this performed at the RSC, not last Christmas but the one before, and I really enjoyed it, but for some reason I can't remember anything that happened, so I really want to reread it again. It's really short and quick, and once it all comes flooding back to me I'll be like, oh yeah, this is great. But I've already had my lectures and seminars on this, and it's called a city comedy because it's all about like the merchants in London, like the shoemakers and the mayor and stuff, and yeah, it's a fun old time. And then next week I have my first lecture on the Duchess and Mafi by John Webster. Again, I saw this performed in November because they were like, oh, heads up, we're going to study this, so you should go see it in Nottingham, so I did. It was I can't really remember it again, apart from the fact there was werewolves at the end. So this is going to be different. It's really short again. So these plays I'm just hoping to like whiz through so I can just get to the really fun reading at the end of the month. And the last play I have to read for this module before Easter, I have a few more to read in April, but they can be, I'm going to read them in April, not now, is Volpone by Ben Jonson. I've heard of this one, it's really famous, along with The Alchemist, they're like his 2 most famous plays. I've never read any Ben Jonson, but I've heard that he's really good. I have no idea what Volpone is about at all, but it's got a funny name, so hopefully this is good.
The first thing that I've got to finish reading in March, I was going to say April, is Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. I've started reading it. It's not what I expected at all. It's, the words, he uses words, Alex the narrator, who's absolutely insane and violent, just makes up his own language and you're meant to follow it. And it's just so like, oh yeah, I went out and I beat up some Volsticks, and I'm just like, oh, this is going to be so hard to get through. But it's really short, so I'm just doing it bit by bit and we'll get there. The next thing I've got to read is Second Class Citizen by Buki Emekata. I'm sorry I've said that wrong. This is all about, it's an autobiography. It's about a woman who has to have loads of kids and she's just treated as a second-class citizen because of her race and her gender, and it's just going to be so sad. But I think it's really important to read and it's tiny, so I'm quite looking forward to getting around to this. And the last thing that I want to read this month from university is The Hunger Games. Yeah, we're studying The Hunger Games in literature and popular culture, and I want to read it over our Easter break because we have an entire month, and this is just going to be great. It's going to be all nostalgic because I get to read it. Sorry if that's reflecting, I can see it in the lens. Ooh. It's so shiny. I really enjoy this book, and I don't know how much I'm going to like it because I remember it being not kiddie, but the first one is a lot less like simple, mature than the other two. But I'm excited to read this. The
first fun book I'm hopefully going to read in March. I'm getting Deja Vu. I've said this in February. I said this last February. I said this last summer. This freaking book I wanted to read for a year, and now the sequel's out and I need to get on it. I don't know why I haven't read it. I think it's because it's not big but it's not small, and it's got quite small font. And at uni I just want like the quickest, shortest books I can find as like, so I don't get behind on reading. But because uni reading's like rounding up and it's nearly Easter, I really think this is going to happen this month, and I said that last month, but I really do think it will because I really want to read it. And if I don't read it, Leah from Drums of Autumn is going to get a plane from Germany, fly over here just to like punch me in the face and like make me read this book. So I really hope this one's going to happen this month because it's getting ridiculous now.
The next thing that I want to read is Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. Laura's read this and I really like Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider. I really wanted to read this other book by her because it sounds like Tiffio's thing, and you enjoyed it, didn't you?
It was good, yeah.
I am looking forward to it. I think I'm just in the mood for something like quick contemporary now again. Now I'm trying to get back into reading because I've slumped a little bit. So hopefully this will pull me out of it.
And the next book and last book I want to read in March is The Chimes by Anna Small. I got this for Christmas, and since getting it, I really wanted to read it. Since hearing about it, I've wanted it. It's kind of hard to describe. I realise I didn't summarise A Dark Shade of Magic. That's because everyone knows what it's about. This book is like a futuristic London where, yeah, people have no memories. They're not allowed to have memories, but they like close their eyes and can hear the melody of their past or something. So it's like this girl's lost and trying to find her family in like a bit of a futuristic dystopian London. I know this was meant to be a YA book, but then it was like too good basically and it became an adult book. It's kind of what I've heard. But yeah, it sounds really, really good. Pretty sure it's a standalone. Was going to win the Man Booker. Really short.
Was
really
gonna.
Pretty. Was going to win the Man. It got beat by some book, I don't know. But yeah, it sounds really good.
The last book that I want to read in March is Not a Drop to Drink by Minnie McGuinness. This is Laura's book. And we used to have a thing, like, I always read Laura's books after Laura's read them, but now she's just like, I can't, just go for it.
Just have them.
Just go, just read the books that will never get read if we don't hurry up. This looks really, really good. I've seen Kales get really excited about this book, and it just looks really good. It's all spare language and short and quick and all dystopian. It looks really, really good. I'm really excited.
So that's it for all the books we hope to read this March. I'm really hopeful that this is going to be a really good reading month because we've got like the second half, we're at home and we've got coursework but not as stressful as Christmas, and I think we're going to do good. I'm excited.
We are. Let us know what you want to read in March, because then I might put them on my April TBR, because at the minute I'm just like, every TBR video that we do I look at my bookshelf like, so who's next? Because I don't know what I'm feeling at the minute. So yeah, let us know down below and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!